I'm pretty excited about where I am with my story. So yesterday I wrote like 3,000 words and basically wrote chapters 12 and 13. And I say basically because I actually wrote like 300 words in chapter 12 the day before, but I wrote the majority of chapter 12 yesterday, so I'm just counting it. But I finished up the internal conflict beat, which means today, chapter 14, will be the first chapter in the intimacy beat, and I'm just super excited because obviously I like the antagonistic nature of Tilda and her love interest's relationship, but now I can finally get into the ooey gooey parts. Like, her love interest can finally soften up and kind of fall for her, and she can finally give in and get what she wants. So I'm pretty excited, and yeah, just wanted to do a quick little update. Obviously, I just pulled into my parking lot at work, and now I have to make the 10-minute walk to my office, and it is like 30 degrees. You know, we had like an 80-degree day the other day, and now I gotta walk in 30-degree weather. Okay, so it is Friday. It is the 11th of April. It is 10:36. So I have not mentioned this just yet. So as a part of my life update and explaining where I've been, I have mentioned before that I work for a company that is currently contracted by a federal office. So when all these mandates started coming out about federal employees needing to return to office full-time, my company, like employees at my company, we were kind of put into this limbo where it was like, yes, they're gonna want you back, most likely, but we don't have a date yet because they have to prioritize all of the actual federal employees. So I'm not technically a federal employee, I'm like federal adjacent. Like 2 weeks ago, I was told, not just me, my company, employees at my company were told that we had to return to office full-time on Monday, March 31st, which sucked for multiple reasons. Obviously, I really appreciate being able to telework 2 days out of the week. It saves me money on gas. I don't have to sit in traffic for 2 hours every day. I'm home with my animals. I can wear comfy clothes and make coffee, you know. So for personal, I guess, luxuries like that, you know, that was upsetting. It was also upsetting because it was like the day before my birthday. I was like, great, happy birthday to me. And yeah, it feels like a punishment, even though I know it's not. You know, I'm constantly being told what a good employee I am, like how efficient I am, and then it's like, but we're gonna take all of these privileges away from you. And again, I know it wasn't a punishment, it wasn't just me, but I'm an emotional being and it just sucked. And also, if you know anything about me as an autistic person, I thrive on routine, and the minute my routine is messed up, like, I have a meltdown. So it was not a fun time. And now I have whiplash because now I am back to being able to telework Mondays and Fridays, which is great. I'm super excited. I'm so happy. God bless, essentially. But it sucks because it's like, again, I'm still in limbo because they only pushed it back for us because they're still prioritizing actual federal employees who maybe they didn't account for. They don't have workspaces for them, so they have to prioritize them first. This whole thing is so stupid. Everything about America is so stupid right now, but I won't get into that because that's not what you're here for. So yeah, I've been a little back and forth because my routine, my whiplash, you know, things have just been a little stressful, chaotic, and you know, it is what it is. Finally, this week, I have finally gotten back into the writing groove, I guess. I'm not going to attribute it solely to my new Freewrite alpha, but I will say it definitely helps. This week I wrote chapters 12 through 15, and I did feel really productive with this thing. I think it's like just two things being true at once, is that the Freewrite is making me more productive, but also things are calming down enough that I'm finally able to get back into my story. So, oh, one more thing about the Freewrite. It sucks in the sense that I'm here like kind of promoting it. Like, I'm not sponsored, you know, I don't have any affiliate links or anything, but it's like I finally am splurging on myself. It's like a birthday gift and I'm doing a payment plan, but I finally made the plunge and got this thing and I'm showing it off, and I'm showing off how cool it is, and I'm saying, you know what, I actually really like this thing. And I just got an email from the company because of the tariffs. They source a lot of products from China, so the price of the Freewrite products are probably going to rise, and it sucks because they're already obscenely expensive. I talked myself out of this over and over and over again, and it wasn't until my friend showed me his and I thought, this actually is really nice. The backlight is really nice. You know, it seems so much easier to send your draft to yourself versus my old Neo Alpha Smart. And so I kept talking myself out of it because of the price, and not everybody can afford, even on a payment plan, to get this obscenely expensive product. So it really sucks that here I am talking it up, you know, singing its praises, essentially promoting it, and the prices will be rising very soon because, again, everything sucks here in America. So I am sorry to people who are interested. They had a date on the email, I think, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't long. I think it was until like the end of the week, end of next week, and then they're raising their prices. So I don't know. I'm sorry for promoting it, showing it off and bragging about it, you know, now that it's going to be even more inaccessible to people. So I'm sorry. I'm also sorry about this pink lighting. It's my desktop picture. I guess because it's so gloomy outside. That does not look much better. God, I look like shit. I age 1 year and it's like old bitch. But yeah, so today's Friday. Like I said, it's 10:30, 10:40 now. I kind of just want to like chill today, but my timeline, I want it to be at the dark moment by next Tuesday, and I have chapters 16 and 17 are the remainder of the intimacy beat, and then chapter 18 will be the falling in love beats, and then I will be at the dark moment. So I have like 3 chapters that I need to write in order to be where I want to be on Tuesday, but I kind of just want to chill today, which kind of sucks. But I mean, I have been super productive this week, so I'm thinking I'm allowed to be a little nicer to myself in that regard. So I think my goal, I think what I will be happy with is brainstorming chapter 16 and starting chapter 16 and not necessarily finishing it, but just getting the ball rolling. So that's my plan today, is to brainstorm chapter 16 and start chapter 16. And yeah. Oh, if you are subscribed to me on Substack, or if you've been following it at all, as of Wednesday, the epilogue for Claimed by the Lone Wolf went up. So, Claimed by the Lone Wolf is now available for free in its entirety on Substack, and I will link the chapter index down below. I'm pretty sure I put like tropes, at least content warning at the bottom, so you know what you're getting into. It's an age gap romance. It's a novella. It's like 38,000 words. I was calling it insta-love, but readers have pointed out to me that it didn't feel very insta-lovey, so I think maybe I just stressed too hard about it being insta-love, because I know that's a turn-off for a lot of people. So maybe not insta-love, but definitely quick love. But yeah, it's available. I'll link the chapter index. Please read the warnings, you know, going into it. And I've gotten a good response from the people that are reading it, which means everything to me because I hate everything that I write, usually. And while I liked this story, you stare at it long enough, you start to hate it. And I was just really scared that the story itself wasn't good. And I would really love to publish this on Amazon eventually, by the end of the year, hopefully. So it's been really, really nice to see people enjoy it and they like the characters. Nell is very soft. She's not the kind of strong female character that seems to populate every novel these days, which I have nothing against strong female characters, but I think there is a big difference between a strong female character and a female character who is written to be aggressive and assertive and just over the top bossy, because that's what people, typically men, think a strong female character is. You know, it's the girl who's really good at fighting, she curses like a sailor, she grew up with 3 brothers, so it's like she's more of a man than a woman. You see that a lot, especially in like action movies, but it's like I feel like it's been kind of slipping into romance novels. Is you don't just have the plucky heroine, you have the heroine with the potty mouth who's just aggressive, and there's a time and place for that. Like, I love feral girls, I think they're awesome, but I also like sweet, soft girls, and so Nell is a very soft girl, potentially even passive at times, though I think it can be attributed to her sheltered upbringing, so I'm happy that she's not at least annoying people. So yeah, all that to say, chapter index will be linked down below if you want to give it a read now that it's 100% finished and posted. And I'm at the midpoint of Tilda's book. The intimacy beat, as far as I understand it, is the midpoint, because in my journal here, I put Nell Alexander's short romance beats side by side with the Save the Cat beats, just to kind of see how it coincides. So while I was doing this, I determined that the intimacy / falling in love beats were the midpoint. So yeah, that is a lot of rambling. But yeah, so I am going to brainstorm for chapter 16, which shouldn't take long because I know what's happening in this chapter. It's the intimacy beat. And then I'm going to start chapter 16. Okay, so I did not write a lot. I wrote 363 words, but I think I just don't want to force anything. I think I'm just going to stop for today. I've just resigned myself. I'm not going to reach the dark moment by Tuesday, but maybe I can still be at the dark moment by Tuesday. Like maybe at the end of the day on Tuesday, I will have reached, you know, that beat. But even if I don't, I'm just trying to be gentle on myself. I mean, I took a big break because I wasn't quite burnt out, but I think my brain sensed I was getting there. So my brain just kind of shut down with writing. It was like, we're not going to do this. And I just listened for the first time. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm not writing. I think that's going to be it for me. I am going to try and get this footage, upload it get the footage edited and then upload it as soon as I can, just because it's been so long since I posted a video. And then I think I'm going to play some games for the rest of the day after my work, which I don't have much longer. It's like 12:15, so I only have a couple hours. And I do have some tasks I need to complete, some emails I need to answer, so yeah, put on some YouTube videos and the time should fly. And then after that, I'll be playing either Fields of Mystria or this new game that came out that I am now drawing a blank on. Let me look it up really quick just so I have it for you. Locomoto. That game just came out on the 8th, and it seems really cute and cozy. And so I had some money like left in my Steam wallet from a refund that I got, so I bought it. But I haven't tried it yet because I've been really obsessed with Fields of Mystria, which is still in early access, but I bought that like a year ago, and they've since like added more because again it's early access, and so I've been loving it all over again. So I will be playing either of those games, or maybe I will set aside time to try out Locomoto and then go back to Fields of Mystria. I don't know. It's Friday, the world is my oyster until I have to go grocery shopping tomorrow. My fiance and I always try to put it off, so we will do one big shopping trip to last us like the whole month. And it's great on a week where we don't have to shop because it's like, hell yeah, our groceries are all already here, already put away, we don't have to do anything. But grocery day is awful. Like, our cart is overflowing, it's so expensive. And it's not, if it was split up into weekly trips, it would still be expensive because, again, America, but it just looks like such a big number because we do all of our shopping at once. So I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, as I said, the full version of Claimed by the Lone Wolf is available on my Substack, and I will link it down below. My goals are to publish it on Amazon by the end of the year, and by then I will probably like leave up the first 6 or so chapters just so people can kind of read it as a sample and see if they want to actually buy it. So yeah, I'm going to end this video here and do all those things I said I was going to do, and it's also like 12:20 and I'm getting hungry. I did have a little snack, but I feel like I need something more substantial. I think I'm gonna make these spicy ramen noodles that we picked up. I can't say the brand, so I will put a picture on the screen. I don't want to mess it up. They're like South Korean and they were so spicy, so I'm not going to add as much spice because I've found as I get older I just can't handle spice that well. Like Flaming Hot Cheetos used to be one of my all-time favorite snacks, and I don't mean like when I was a kid. When I was in my like late 20s, it was one of my favorite snacks. And if I eat some Flamin' Hot Cheetos now, like I feel like I'm literally dying. Like besides like sweating, my stomach, and not like, you know, people joke all the time about having to go to the bathroom after that and how it wrecks you, like Taco Bell or something. But I don't have that issue. It's like up here, kind of towards my chest. Like it feels like there's a war going on inside me. And it's hot and spicy and it sucks. I am so sorry that I did not post anything in all this time. I kept filming and then I kept crashing in the sense that like I would get to the end of the week and something would happen, or I'd receive some news, like the news of that I had to return to work full time, and it would just completely ruin my mood, and I didn't feel like salvaging the footage for a vlog. I didn't feel like doing anything. So then I would just delete the footage. But I think things are calming down and I'm so happy to be filming again. I'm so happy to be working on Tilda's book. So hopefully the next video will not come after so much time. So yeah, if you've watched this video, thank you so much for making it to the end. If you were one of my readers on Substack, thank you so much for commenting, for enjoying it, for just all of your support. It was really kind of nerve-wracking to put myself out there, especially with a spicy romance. So it means a lot to me that people are reading it and liking it and telling me that they're liking it. And yeah, so thank you. Thank you for all of your support on Substack, on YouTube, wherever. Hopefully next week I will be filming, and next week I will be getting into the thick of the dark moment, which brings me very close to the end of this story, and I will see you then.